We now know the identities of the fallen officers killed in Wednesday's deadly shootout in York County. They are Detective Sergeant Cody Becker, Detective Mark Baker, and Detective Isaiah Emenheiser. Now, one more officer and a sheriff's deputy remain in the hospital this morning, and at last check, at least one of them was improving after both initially were in critical condition. There's also a procession this morning for those three officers. CBS 21's Fatima Moen joins us live as it gets underway. Good morning, Fatima.
Hi, Kennedy. Good morning. We're joining you live from the York County Coroner's office this morning. Now, we know that this procession is starting shortly at around 5:10 a.m. is the time that's slated. And so far, coming up this way, we've seen just so many motorcycles and a lot of attention coming from EMT members and really just law enforcement from all around showing up this morning. From our vantage point, we understand that they're going to be entering and exiting through this lot right behind me. I want to kind of take you into that shot here. If you could see some of those cars pointed at the far end of the lot. Again, a lot of those vehicles are kind of being covered right now from our vantage point, but we know that they will be passing by this live shot in coming minutes. But we know that this route will be taking the officers to the Lehigh Valley Hospital in Allentown, and that's just the route that they'll be taking. I want to kind of explain it for you a little bit further. They'll be on Route 30, continuing east to Route 222, and then continuing north to Lancaster, to the Lancaster County line. That's the route that we're seeing this morning. Now, again, there's just a bunch of vehicles lined up in this parking lot, which we know will shortly begin, and we will bring you the latest once that begins shortly. Back to you for now.
All right, Fatima, thanks so much. Also, this morning, we are learning more about who these fallen officers really were, both on and off duty. One of the three detectives killed, Officer Isaiah Emenheiser, is being remembered for his decades-long service. CBS 21 had the chance to speak with his aunt, who says the former U.S. Marshal loved his job of protecting others. She says when she learned about the shooting, she feared the worst.
We knew he was probably involved somehow, but hoping he wasn't in the front line of it.
Emenheiser earned many accolades throughout his career, including Northern York County Regional Officer of the Year in 2011. He also won the DUI Top Gun Award from 2010 to 2012, with him placing second in the entire state for the number of DUI arrests made that first year. He leaves behind his wife and two children.
He was a great guy. He would do anything for anybody. And, you know, he loved his job. So we're going to miss him.
And Detective Sergeant Cody Becker also has a decorated history in law enforcement. In September of 2011, he risked his own life to save a mother and her three children from the third story of a burning apartment. In 2012, he was one of 72 officers honored for going above and beyond removing drunk driving offenders from the roads. He was awarded the DUI Top Gun Award in 2013. Most recently, in 2022, he helped collect blankets for people in need. And Detective Mark Baker is being remembered as a caring father of four who was devoted to saving and also inspiring children across York County. His 11-year-old son and his sister-in-law visited the police department to pay their respects. His sister-in-law says this is one of the worst fears a family could face. Listen to what his son had to say when we asked what he loved most about his dad.
Hey, he was never mean.
What's gonna happen to my sister and the kids now that they lost their dad?
Now, on the department's Facebook, Baker was labeled as a dedicated Cub Master of 8 years and an assistant Scoutmaster for 7. And coming up in the next half hour, you'll hear from a woman who had close ties with the officers and also describes them as resilient when it comes to fighting for her family. And of course, a lot of you have taken time on social media to share your condolences. Here are some of your comments on our CBS 21 Facebook page. We have Barb. She says prayers for the family as well. Lorena says this is beyond sad. Condolences to all who knew and love them. Another person here says praying for the families. We have a lot of comments that say that here today. And we also had David here. He says, so sad, rest in peace, prayers to the family and police family, and my thoughts. So if you would like to share your thoughts and get more information of the victims, make sure you visit the CBS 21 Facebook page.